guys, I'm Tim.
I'm Bob.
And I'm Dan.
This is the Board Game Rundown. Today we've got some news, some Kickstarters, and a interesting top 5, which I think we're going to burn each other down a little bit on.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens. News is pretty light, just to buzz right through it. I noticed, and I thought you would be interested. I picked this specifically for you. Terra Mystica is getting a second edition.
Really?
But before the end of the year.
Uh-huh.
As is Gaia Project.
Really?
What?
So, as someone who has played both,
Yes,
and is convinced that Gaia Project buries
it does.
Terra Mystica, right?
Uh-huh.
So I just want to know how you felt about them
Both coming out.
both coming out with a second edition at the same time, if they're the same game.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Question mark?
That is interesting. Like, I mean, so are they doing basically the same types of upgrades to both of them? I would imagine.
I would imagine.
I mean, because
I didn't see
the
a lot of
boards are kind of
details.
similar.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, they're really going for straight theme here, I guess. They're like, people
Yeah.
will still get Terra Mystica because of the theme.
because
Yeah.
I like. I mean, I like,
Space or space? Because Terra Mystica, you're still like an alien
but
race.
you're on one planet, whereas
sure.
Gaia Project,
And it
you're
does
doing
not
whole different
feel.
planets.
I mean, I've played it a long time ago, but Terra Mystica does not feel like space
Spacey.
at all.
It doesn't. No, it's just
you're
a
just-
alien
Yeah,
planet.
you're just
Yeah,
building
yeah.
lands.
Yeah, and you're changing
and you're going up
that
like religious
territory.
tracks or something, right?
Yeah, so that's why I think I enjoy Gaia Project a lot more because like the tracks make more sense, right? So
Sure.
it's science and research, things like
But
that.
I
as
knew
opposed
I
to
knew
just-
how you felt about
Yeah,
that, so I was like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Yeah,
So
but you're all right. I think Gaia Project does kind of kill Terra Mystica for me. I actually sold my Terra Mystica once
Right.
I bought.
I
Gaia
haven't
Project.
played either,
Really,
but I own Terra Mystica, but I
Okay.
got it like a long time ago.
well, you should play it before you end up selling it after you
Right.
buy Gaia Project.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What you're saying. I see.
So,
I see what you did there.
yeah.
I
But
see
I
what
mean,
you
it's
did
almost like the whole Catan and Starfarer's Catan. Whereas, I mean, it's not like necessarily that it adds a lot more.
there. Oh no, those
to
are
it.
two completely different games with like one overlapping
I
mechanic.
think so.
Exactly. Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. I think Gaia Project is a little bit more similar
Yes.
to
Sure.
normal Terra Mystica,
Sure,
but it's also in space.
it's more like Underwater Cities is to Terraforming Mars than.
I haven't played Underwater Cities yet.
Oh,
I know you
really
guys
good.
keep telling me about that. I haven't.
Really good.
haven't
Even
had
I
a
own that
chance.
one. Come
You
on,
dig
Really?
it.
get on it.
you would dig it. Really?
You have to bring it over.
Says the
and
guy
play
who
it.
owns 3 games. You
I
say it like,
know.
what are you
I
you're
own
on
that
a
game.
board game panel show. What are you doing owning a board game?
He has a lot of friends that own board games.
That's true.
Dan's got a
He's
decent
chosen
collection.
his friends
Weasel.
wisely.
I've seen his
I will
game
say
shelf.
that on Board Game Geek, we have like the same amount of games ranked and stuff. I'm just saying. So,
Who, you
obviously.
and Bob?
me and you.
Oh, I'm lazy and barely
I
rank
see.
stuff.
That's what I was
for
saying,
you.
yeah, me
that's what I'm
too.
saying. So why are you on? the
I
show?
use it just to link or so I can keep track of what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually the main reason and I love their ranking system.
Oh, sure.
I don't know. I never get the ambition to go up there and add them in. Like I started to do it, and then like I get a bunch of games, I don't add them. And then I get more
Oh.
games, and I don't
Mhm.
add them. And now I'm way behind, so it's like, what?
Oh, I add them. I add them. There's also another patchwork coming out, Americana.
I've never played
Oh.
Patchwork. It seemed so mad to me.
I really enjoy patchwork.
It's
Yeah.
a good light game.
It's
I
a
don't like
great
abstract
two-player
strategy,
game.
and that theme means
Yeah.
nothing to me.
You don't
So-
quilt?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I've never done that.
All right. Well,
Okay.
They taught me a lot of things in high school. That was not one of them.
See, that was actually one of the things like I was taught in high school.
Yeah. No, but
They don't do home ec anymore.
I was
No,
taught
yeah,
similar
sure.
things with home ec. We never
Okay.
quilted though.
Okay.
We did different,
Sewing
sewing
things.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we made like
and the CAD machine.
a
right? That
pillow
was
and
the same.
and learn how to cook a little
Yeah.
bit. Measure, basically.
Measure
Like,
things.
here's-
So can you convert cups and tablespoons?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's what phones
Not
are for.
anymore. I forgot all that good stuff.
That's right.
So, you guys have any news, or we can move on to Kickstarter?
Yeah, I did, but we didn't do the games we played, just so you know.
Well, we'll do games we played next.
Okay. News, this is a huge one for me. I can't believe you didn't write this down. The Tapestry expansion.
Oh, I thought,
Hello.
okay. Yeah, Tapestry expansion. Huge.
Tapestry expansion.
I have not looked at any of it because I want to be surprised.
I'm so excited. Oh, you don't want me to tell you everything
tell
right
me.
now?
Tell me.
Okay. I'm
Don't be
telling you
surprised.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't announced everything yet. He,
Okay.
Stonemeyer or Stegmeyer does a development diary when he's
Uh-huh.
releasing stuff, and he's
Okay.
very good about explaining
How
why he
long do I
made
have to
decisions.
hold my surprise face?
I actually really like it, so I'm gonna let's
Okay.
move on to let's move on to Kickstarter. So it's a couple things he has announced. So 3 new space tiles that give 5 victory point each.
Your brother is wrong. Space tiles are amazing.
Space tiles are good.
So there will be a space tile now that gives 5 victory points for each spot you are on each of the different tracks that
Okay.
aren't exploration or whatever. You know.
Yep.
There will also be one that is a new building. A new one. What are they called? They're not called wonders. What are they called? Anyway,
Monuments.
Monuments. So one of them is literally just like when you get that space tile, it's a like a 3x2
Okay.
monument or
Sure.
something.
Cool.
And there is a replacement space tile for that one that's messed up. I think we talked about this. There's one that has the old version of the red hex on it for the.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't have the wreath around it. It was the.
Oh,
it
for the
was
victory point thing?
Yeah, it was the like playtest version of the image that was never fixed.
They just never.
Something they added from the playtesters that kept asking for it is there's now a nice bag will come with it to throw all the tiles in it
to draw from.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't like drawing from stacks.
I
of tiles.
hate
It's kind of a pain in the butt. They fall all over. Give me a bag.
I don't even do stacks. I just throw it in a big pile and I'll randomly pull from it.
You know,
Use a bowl, but a bag fits in a box easier.
It does.
This is a weird one to me, but I guess enough people ask for it. There are now going to be like tokens that go on the tracks that cover the landmarks, and you like take it off once the landmark has been taken, so that you can keep track of which ones have been taken.
So it's more of a visual representation.
A, never bothered me at all. B, I literally had this thought with my brother this morning when I was talking to him. Next time I play, I'm just going to put the landmarks on the track.
You could.
Then you just have these cool buildings on the board that you're passing through. I think that's the better way to do it,
too.
probably.
Something, speaking of the building, because, like they have the rounded corners, and so they don't fit on your personal thing very well. They've got an STL file that you can get to print basically you snap rings on your minis. So they snap on the building, so they perfectly take up the squares.
Nice.
So that makes a lot. Yeah,
well, that's
cleaner.
a little thing too in this. So there's like 7 new monuments, I think, in this one, and they did say that the reason they did not fit perfectly last time is because Jamie had him design them before the official board was done.
Okay.
Now that the board is done, all the monuments coming in this one should fit perfectly.
In
the grid. So he did mention that 15 new tapestry cards, 5 of which are more fighting cards, which I like a lot because.
There's not a lot of that.
Not just that, but they were all the same, right? All the trap cards were the same. This one, there's 2 that he's shown so far that are both very interesting to me. One is called Stolen Plans, which is when someone tries to topple you, you show Stolen Plans, and they don't topple you, but you don't topple them back, but you get to steal a tapestry card from their hand instead. So it's just a stop thing. And the other one is really interesting. So the other one is Retreat, and when someone tries to topple you, instead they just conquer the territory, and you slide to an adjacent one. And you can even break the 2 building rule with this. You can put a third building in a territory tile with that. So, those were interesting. There are now going to be new landmarks, 5, I think, new landmarks that are given out at the beginning to each player. So now we start with a card with a landmark on it, and it gives us a goal, like complete this, and you get this building.
Landmark.
So everyone has their own building they're working towards.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
And then the other thing is he has leaked the name of 2 of the civilizations coming. One is the Aliens. Yes, very cool sounding. And one is the Treasure Hunters.
Nice.
He will be talking more about those Monday. So a couple days ago.
This will,
yeah.
Time machine.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang.
You can tell Dan liked Tapestry because he came ready with all types of facts.
I read the entire development diary.
Guns
so
blazing.
Tapestry Plans and Ploys is what it is called. And yes, I'm very excited. This
Do they have a
expansion
release
looks very
date
good.
yet?
Yes, actually, I think it's supposed to be shipping late September.
Okay.
Oh, so the
Soonish.
pre-order should go up.
Yep,
then.
the pre-orders. I think he said the pre-order goes up early September. Shipping will start late September.
All right. Look for that.
We will be looking for that. Okay, so games we played then.
Hey, that's
so we
okay.
don't
That's
forget.
okay.
Yeah, normally like lead off with that.
Yeah, we
so
usually, I thought so, but I guess, whatever.
I wanted to, I was so
Tim was
excited to
excited about
talk
the
about
news.
Terra Mystica and Gaia Project that I haven't played either of.
That's
but
right.
I wanted to know what Bob had to think about that.
Okay.
But anyways, so games we played. Mine have been pretty. It's been like just projects that we are working on.
Sure.
As a show, right?
Right.
Mostly me too, with one exception that everyone knows already.
Sure. Sure.
So did you play Tapestry?
I did. I played it a couple times.
Did you?
Yeah. So last week I borrowed Tapestry from Tim.
Uh-huh.
And I have played it like 4 times.
Wow.
In this week now.
Nice. Okay.
I love this game. It is easily one of my favorite games of all time now. Dude, I just keep wanting to play it every time I play it. And I had a game with the Mystics. I don't think I talked about this on the show because I think I borrowed it last
No,
Sunday,
you just
right?
talked about it nonstop.
Yeah.
Every other time.
So the Mystics are really cool. So the Mystics, you have to guess how you're going to end the game. And I nailed all 4 things.
Wow, that's hard to do.
Incredible
Yeah,
feeling.
that is tough.
And the only way I pulled it off too was because I had too many technology cards at the end of the game. So I only had a couple rounds left in the last phase. Whatever that's called. I can't remember. Era. There you go. And so I was able to play a card that made me discard a bunch so that I didn't have enough anymore. And then when I got to the end of the technology track, I was able to restart the technology track and move up once to get the last technology card I needed. I was blown away. I was like, pure luck.
Yeah.
Amazing that I pulled that off.
No, that's well done.
That's one of the tougher ones, I think, for me to
That's
do.
why I took it. The other one, the other option I had was super easy, and I was like, this seems very hard. And I played it, and it worked out, and it was it's the most fun I've had by far with the Mystics so far. Yeah. But Tapestry, incredible. That's the first one I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
All right.
First game I played, well, again, we had another game of Clank Legacy.
Oh, yeah.
So 7 games in now. Super good.
I've only heard good things.
Yep.
Only heard good things. Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to probably have to hear that 3 more times.
Sure. Until you buy another copy.
Until I go through it again.
Reset it, do it again. I've been playing a prototype of an upcoming Kickstarter. So as of the day we're filming, it is 9 days away.
Yep.
So when
launching.
Yep. 9 days away from launching. But when this comes out, it'll probably be like 3 days, maybe 4 days.
Okay.
Deck of Wonders.
Ooh, yeah.
It is the solo co-op
Talked a little bit
legacy deck building card game. It's amazing. Like I sat down like at a table and just cranked out game after game after game after game and going back and forth. And I'm lucky enough to like be able to text the designer,
right?
Hey, am I doing this right? Like, cause I'm getting killed. He's like, oh
idiot.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, you're doing it right. You know, like, cause
oh, you're losing. You're doing it right.
Yeah. It's really hard, but it's not so like
discouragingly
hard. Oh yeah,
hard.
Sure.
And I would even say like there's been times where I've lost very quickly, but it's so easy to just reset and go back again.
That's the reason it's not discouragingly hard.
Yeah, well, chuckle back together.
Lose, and it's literally so. Unfortunately, Tim has
get to take it home
today. But so I've been playing on Tabletop Simulator a lot with it. It's open beta demo, whatever you want to call it. So you can just get on it. Deck of Wonders, look for it. And I've been playing that a lot. I even streamed it for a bit last Tuesday, I think. And yeah, it's obviously in Tabletop Simulator it's even easier, right? Because you finish the game, you lost, of course, and then you just like highlight all the cards, group them together, flip the deck over, shuffle it, you're ready to play again. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the easiest thing ever to reset. You just play again and again and again and again.
And I've been playing last night, and I'll reset it before I give you the deck. But I unlocked some of the legacy cards to see.
I have not been able to do that,
and I was just like. Oh boy. But it's really good. I'm really excited because this game, when it comes out, like, I mean, when you get to play it and you get to, because the art is amazing.
Yes.
The finished, the deck, the prototype that I have does not have all the finished art.
Okay.
But the art is amazing. That is finished. And I mean, it's just really cool because I didn't even look at the cards. I just shuffled them in. Like I opened them up. I confirmed that they were the cards that needed to go in the deck because some were like, story, or maybe an additional rule or something. Right. So, you put those off to the side, you read those, and then I just threw those cards in, and I'm like, oh boy, these are bad. But it's really neat because you're playing cards on your turn, and there's the one side is pointing up, right? So you can read it, and then the villain side is upside down to you. And then on the villain turn, you play that villain card, so you've got it flipped the other way, so your side is upside down to you now, and you can read the villain side. And it's just... Like I figured out a couple of combos and
figuring out the combos is huge.
But the best thing is just like taking the time to just sit and play it, and you're like, okay, so if I do this, like you would dig it because you're gonna be able to sit down and you're gonna have it maxed out, right? But then you're gonna unlock that legacy pack, so you're gonna get like the next 5 cards you add to this deck, and a little rule change, and you're like, what happened? That
changes things. Yeah.
So there's going to be a ton of replayability in here, and then once you've unlocked everything, you can do what they call the deck of fate,
right?
Or the fated, where you just shuffle in,
take a random 15 cards or whatever, and play.
Yes. So Deck of Wonders, super good.
The more I play it too, Dennis, the more I'm starting to think everyone's freaking out about the Forest Troll. I think the Ent Tree Herd is the best card in the deck by far. Like the more I've been playing.
Oh, you think that?
I think that.
I think you're wrong.
From the base deck that I can play with? Really?
Yeah, because the trick with, spoiler alert, the trick with that big old troll is you discard him, and then if you've got a regeneration, bring him in without discarding.
Yes, that's one of the nice combos to get is purposely setting up a regeneration thing. Listen, everyone. We're professionals.
Yes.
No, but what I'm saying, though, is the Ent Tree Herd does enough damage to kill the Forest Troll anyway, and he's only a discard 1, and you get a card back in your hand for playing him.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking that's what I'm saying is I think the Forest Troll is a little overhyped because of his 5 strength. When usually, like, he's best when you're okay. I can attack life points now.
Yeah,
he's great.
He's great for that.
But when you're not in life point mode, I think the Ent Tree Herd is better in almost every way.
The Ent Tree Herd's good early.
He's good, and his name is really easy to say.
Because what you do is you discard the Forest Troll to play your Ent Tree Herd,
and then
play
and
regeneration.
Then you get both. Yeah, and then best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah, but Deck of Wonders, I'm having a great time with it. Yes.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It is really fantastic. I cannot wait for that thing to go live to Kickstarter. It absolutely must fund because I need a finished copy of that game.
I am
in my
surprised
hands.
because of how much of a not solo gamer I am. At how many, like, especially like when I was streaming it, I just sat and played Deck of Wonders for like an hour and a half straight.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't do that, you know?
Yeah,
So,
I was doing the same thing, and I could walk away real quick and help with the kids, and then come back, and it's really good. It's really good.
Cool.
So
it's
that's
a deck of wonderful times.
It's your turn. What else you got? I got to move on past that.
Yeah.
I got to get past that.
So next, I finally played Growl.
Yay,
Ooh,
Growl!
yeah.
Finally
Growl's a good
played
one.
Growl. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I like werewolf type games. I like hidden identity type games, and
Right.
that one is a very.
It's
almost like it's more of a party game version
Yes.
of what you would be used to
Mhm.
with a werewolf style game. Like even like
There's
Wolves
more
of
cards.
Mercia.
Because a lot of them are like you don't have any cards except for your one
Yeah.
identification card, and you're just trying to bluff your entire way. This
Yeah, well, even like we
includes
both love
cards.
Wolves of Mercia a lot, but that
Absolutely.
doesn't feel like a party game. That
No.
feels like a deduction
like
game.
you really need to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I liked it in Growl. It's a lot of table talk, a lot of moving
interaction,
things around,
like
and yeah.
handing
Yes.
cards.
So
and
yeah,
things like
I
that.
liked that. I liked that it was a party version.
Growl,
of
yeah,
that kind of
Growl's
thing.
excellent.
Yeah.
You watch for a review
Yeah.
of Growl.
Yeah,
from
more
us.
from Growl will
More
be
on
coming
that
up
later.
Yeah, yeah.
in the coming weeks.
So I played one of Tim's favorite games.
Oh.
Champions of Midgard.
Oh,
Oh, ouch.
And they
You pronounce
loved
Dan
it.
weird.
Yeah.
did they?
We played with the expansion, Valhalla
Okay.
expansion.
Yeah, I've never-
obviously.
Of
Right.
course.
'Cause I got a nice. I got the mat.
Sure.
So we
You said
played
they
with it.
loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Name names.
Yeah.
Oh, you just mean some friends.
I wouldn't
The
know.
way you said it, it was like such a and they loved it. Like it was something mysterious.
the masses.
I want to know who they are so I can unfriend them.
Oh wow.
Ben
Oh, I like
and
Ben.
Brandon.
Oh, I like. Well, I don't know if I know Brandon.
I think you've met him once or twice.
Well, now I don't like him.
Yeah.
I was about to say, sorry,
Sorry.
Brandon. He instantly said,
Ugh.
Yeah, but no, we played that and
Sure.
it was a blast. It's a good time.
I'm
like it.
clearly in the minority. I will try it eventually.
You will play it with the
yes, you will
expansion.
because it is on our
Board game roulette.
selection. So hopefully that number will come up.
Now it has turned
You'll
into
get to-
Russian roulette
Yes.
for me. And because of that, I've told Bob that when
Hilarious.
I get to replace a game, Munchkin is going on.
Yeah,
And I'm going to drill him with
that's okay.
Munchkin.
Because Munchkin will play it and it's gonna be like 30 minutes, and he's
And
gonna
then it's
put like an
gone.
hour and a half on that guy.
Yeah.
So
Nope,
I
I'm
feel
going
like
to
I'm
just
coming
take
out on head.
I'm just going to take a turn and be like, okay.
we'll get halfway through Champions. We'll be like, oh, I messed something up. We got to
Yeah,
start
start
over.
over. Yeah, no, but with the expansions, it's really great, and then
Yes.
we'll see on the table.
It's
Hopefully, you guys will
insane
watch
how much
it.
it enhances it.
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
listen, you won't love it. It doesn't change
No,
the game enough
sure.
for you to love it, but you will see why.
It's
I
better.
am. I always like having my mind changed
Yeah, sure.
about
Adding
games.
adding more places to go, a whole nother board, a new type of warrior, and the not losing stuff for bad dice rolls. Like those are all just
Yeah.
amazing.
It's like, oh, my
tricks.
guys died. And like I say, a lot of times you send them to die on purpose.
I love it.
you know?
Right. I love it like
I
that.
get that. I like
It's
Blood
like you
Rage.
put them on
Yeah.
the ships with no food.
Yeah,
or
like, hey, guys,
something.
go ahead. No, you'll be fine. You find some food on the way.
There's fish out there, right?
Yeah, nope.
Hilarious.
Well, yeah, there's big ones.
Yeah.
They eat the whole ship.
There's always a bigger fish.
That's right. Aw.
All right. So what else have you played?
Well, that's it. Other than the little teaser.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. I played Growl, obviously.
Mhm.
Played Growl with you. Love Growl. We played a prototype of a game called Lost to Time,
That was a lot of fun.
and we will leave it at that. But stay tuned.
Yeah.
You can actually find that game on not Kickstarter, on Facebook right now. You can follow that page on Facebook for when their Kickstarter
Comes out.
launches in a
Mhm.
couple of weeks. But we're very excited. That's a pretty
Yeah.
neat.
We had
it's a-
fun playing.
We had fun playing. It's unique.
Yep.
And intense.
Yep.
Yes.
It
Very
doesn't
intense.
doesn't take a long time
Nope.
to play,
Mm-mm.
and it's not super hard to teach.
Yeah.
There's a couple of icons you got to get down. and
Yeah.
you're good. So we'll leave it at that. We'll be coy with that one.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah,
Lost,
won't be coy for long.
Yeah.
Lost
Not for long.
to
Coy,
Time.
coy.
it's really good.
Yep.
Really good. All right. Can we move on to Kickstarters?
Well,
you got more?
You want to hear about the games I played?
Oh
didn't
yeah,
you?
sure. Come on.
on.
We told you to play less games this
Less
Yeah,
games.
it's not gonna happen. Endangered.
Oh, did
got
you
to
get
play-
your copy?
Yeah, I've had it.
Oh, when'd you get your copy?
A while ago.
From my sister?
No, that's not the game she's bringing.
Oh, I thought she was bringing. Oh, she's bringing me Endangered. She's
Correct.
got something else for you.
Correct.
Got you. I
Yeah.
thought she was bringing both of our Endangered.
No. And then, but yeah, that was fun.
Endangered's really good.
It is really good. Other Tim and I played that.
They have a expansion.
They do.
Am I spoiling something on your
Maybe.
future segment? Okay, well, I will not talk about it.
That's
So we're
funny.
gonna zip that right up.
funny.
But we played the Sea Otter. That was the first time I ever played the Sea Otter.
sure.
Normally I played the Tigers.
I've only played the Tigers. Yeah.
But it was fun. We won. It wasn't too difficult.
Okay.
But Tim and I worked together because we're both like, you guys were talking about you don't like the alpha gamers when it comes to the co-ops, but we're always like, no, do this, and we're normally always on the same page. And so I was like, well, I should do this. Like, yep, you should do that. And
Yeah.
and you should do that. Yep. Okay. And we just
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, that's not really alpha gaming.
Well, no, but I mean, like, normally he's one to try to tell people what to play, and I normally want to tell people what to play.
Right.
But when we're on the same page, it
Yeah.
makes it super easy,
Sure.
and
Sure.
Yep.
I get it.
everything clicked. So
I get it. Yeah. No, Endangered's really good.
It is.
I'm excited to get my copy.
It's a great
next
co-op
weekend.
because it's I don't want to say light because there's kind of a lot going on. It's probably like a medium crunch,
Yeah.
but the co-op making it co-op is and the length of time.
Yeah. It
Hour.
doesn't take long to
Yeah,
play.
not that long
yeah.
to play.
I actually should bring up, I guess, just because there's no other segment where this would make sense. I haven't played this version yet, but I finally got my finalized version of my Gotham game.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
One
yeah.
night in Gotham.
I got
to
all
play
the cards in the thing. I actually think it's sitting over there somewhere by
it's not.
Tapestry. No.
Okay.
It's sitting right
Oh,
there.
there you go. He
I
got
moved
it.
it.
Yeah,
Ah.
thanks. So so I got all those finalized cards with the finalized art and blah blah blah. So I'm looking forward to getting that to the table with family and
Yeah.
stuff, and
Okay.
Looks
trying out
good.
the nice plastic cards and seeing how that goes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Looks exciting.
Yeah.
Looks good. All right. What else you got, Bob? Come on. You're the only one with
I
stuff
know.
left.
I also played Welcome to Las Vegas.
Oh,
We
okay.
played, 'cause it was kind of late. We're like, we kind of have time for a game. Like, let's do a quick Welcome to. So
crank
we did
out a quick one.
We did a Welcome to Vegas, and it was close, man. It was like 172 to like 168.
Oh,
It
wow.
was, it was.
Had
super
everybody
close.
already played it
It was,
before?
it was just Tim and I, because by that time it was like 2 in.
Sure. Had,
So-
had Tim played before then?
Yeah.
Oh,
him,
okay.
him and I have played quite a bit.
Sure. That's good then. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Good
awesome.
times.
Kickstarters?
And that's it.
Kickstarters.
I'm
I
starting to
know.
sweat.
20 minutes later.
Kickstarters. I actually only have 2 today.
That's how many I bring. I think 2 is a pretty good number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually shoot for 3, but this time I am so excited about both of these that I just didn't even care about.
I am
looking
super
for a
excited
third.
about one of these.
I-
well, kind of both.
Other than again though, I will preface this by saying there are other Kickstarters I'm excited about that I know he'll talk about. So I don't need to,
don't need to bring it up.
So I don't need to
Okay.
talk about it.
Why don't you go first?
Yeah.
So Sniper Elite, the board game. Have you played the video game?
no.
I'm a huge fan of the video
I
game
haven't played the
series.
video
I
game.
have played the first 3.
but
actually,
it's World War II and it's
yes.
bag building.
So I have played the first 3. I think there are actually 5
Oh,
Sniper
wow.
Elite games now.
Sure.
So Sniper Elite, the video game, is basically a single-player game. The later ones were co-op, where you are American snipers going through Germany with secret missions, assassinating officers, and eventually the DLC for one of the games was you going after Hitler.
All right.
Ooh,
And there's a
nice.
very famous thing where you get an achievement if you shoot his only testicle. Nice. Just
Wow.
saying.
That's
That
what that
is
social card is
correct.
about. Okay, I was wondering what that was. A
That was a
reference.
special
That's pretty funny.
special
Yeah.
mission.
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
So Sniper Elite, the board game by Rebellion Unplugged, has 16 days left. It is funded for 2 to 4 players. This is a hidden movement game.
Yes.
A 1v
1v mini.
up to
Yep.
whatever. Team game, whatever. $53 to $105.
Yep.
The 105 includes expansions.
Expansions and all that, but they do have a deluxe version for $79.
Correct. There was a middle one in there. Yes.
Correct.
So the main thing. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. So the main thing is the American sniper player has.
Allied sniper, so it could be.
Sorry, you're correct. I know from the video game he's
It's
American,
American,
but
okay.
yeah, at least in the older ones. But anyway, the Allied sniper. So he gets 2 cards at the beginning, and I love the look of these cards. You see that they're like play cards, ace, king, and stuff, but they look ripped with the hidden objective hidden under them.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? How they hid that stuff. It's so cool. But so they get 2 objectives they have to complete. And so then basic hidden movement thing, they're moving around the board, blah, blah, blah. But the more they move, they can cause noise,
Yep.
which zeroes
okay.
in the Axis players.
Correct.
Right?
Every shot you take, all the moving you do.
Yeah, so every shot you take. That's a very interesting thing in this is now as the hidden player, you actually can assassinate the other players. Guys, because each
They've
other
got squads.
player,
They have groups of troops
Like
that they're
3
protecting
characters, it
areas
looks like.
and they're trying to find you at the same time.
And each of their squads has a leader who has like a special ability that will change kind of what they're good at, better at searching, moving, blah blah blah. The Axis guys can either search the spot they're in, they can sweep 3 spots connected to them, or they can search an entire sector, which it looks like the board is like 4 sectors. And yeah, so the allied sniper's trying to accomplish his goals and get out alive, and the Axis guys are trying to slowly hone in on his position and shoot him down.
That actually sounds really neat.
And the sniper's got a bag, right, with different
Oh,
colored
yeah,
cubes.
this is really
and so
interesting.
the cubes you pull out are like hits, or they can be like misses, or they can be noise that you make. So
Okay.
like they'll be
Sure.
fine. Yeah, and so I thought
Nice.
that was
Yeah,
was
so
super
it's a
cool.
push your luck thing where
Right.
if he's taking a shot at an enemy, he has to keep pulling out hits equal to the distance he's shooting. But if he pulls out too many noises, it gives his position away.
Sure.
I'm telling you, the video game is incredible, and this game looks awesome.
Wow.
The guy who developed the solo variant is the same guy who did it for Anachrony and
Okay.
Teotihuacan or whatever. That's how I say it.
That word.
Teotihuacan.
I'm terrible
Whatever
at
it is.
pronouncing that word, but yes, he did the solo versions for those.
Oh,
games.
right
He also
on.
did the solo versions
So
for this.
he's accomplished.
Yeah, and I played the solo version of Anachrony, and
Yeah.
it's great. You know?
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
in no world would I have thought that you would bring up Sniper Elite, but I guess it is the World War thing. But yeah, no. Check out
And bag building. I
Sniper
like
Elite,
bag
the
building,
board
too.
game.
He
Yeah,
is.
it's very cool.
He is a
Kickstarter.
bag builder.
Mhm.
I guess I'll go
that was-
next
yeah,
since
go
you guys
ahead.
each
Yeah,
did
that
one.
was half of his.
Man, I can't believe that. That's
So
Sorry,
the-
I'm a huge
the-
fan of the video game.
The final expansion for Western Legends,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Blood Money.
Yep.
Yep. They've got new ways to win. There's new characters. The interesting thing was you will need the anti-up expansion
To play that
to
one?
play that one.
Okay.
Okay,
It's $30 for the expansion.
Mhm.
not bad.
You can drop $150 and get everything from Western Legends, and that includes the original
Original
Western Legends Kickstarter, like all of that
okay.
extra,
Oh, cool.
all
Nice.
the extra Kickstarter stuff for everything
Nice.
in there. So $150, not that bad to get like
Yeah.
everything for that game that is coming out or will be out,
And it's
Right.
very well liked.
and it's very popular.
Yeah.
I have it and need to play it. I like.
I haven't
None
played
of us
mine.
have played it.
No.
Okay,
And I
that's
like
gotta get to
Colossal
the table.
games as a rule. Like
Right.
most. I think
The games
everything
that you've played of
everything
theirs
of
you've
theirs that
liked.
I've played so far I've really liked.
Yeah.
So, and it's
Is there?
it's
do,
funded.
do you know if there's a pledge level that is just this expansion and the anti-up expansion? Because since you need it.
I would
don't remember.
imagine.
I don't remember.
Or you
I'd
might
have
be able
to
to add
look.
it in the pledge manager.
I might have to look. Yeah, you could also buy it off of.
Of course,
you know,
it's not like it's
like-
hard to find. I was just wondering if they
Right.
really want this and they don't have it. They're like, I'll just buy both here.
Well, because
you
my
know?
complaint originally when they did the anti-up expansion was they didn't have a way for you to buy the core game.
Oh yeah,
You could just get the expansion,
Okay.
and I was like, I don't love that.
yeah.
But
That's a big thing for you.
But they've at least now have it where you can go back and get the other stuff.
Mhm.
But anyways, it would fill in July of 2021 is what they said.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to write that this time. I always
So-
write
yeah,
that.
I forgot.
It's probably June or July of next year
Probably,
because that's
'cause
when
they all are.
every
Everything,
game
yeah.
is.
Like a couple months after.
and
the
this
Chinese
one
New
is
Year.
is really like cards and some maybe a couple minis and
Yeah,
stuff.
like new
so,
characters.
so it's really easy for this to meet that timeline, right?
Yep.
right.
So that's my first Kickstarter.
Okay. Technically, you should go, but do you just want to start back at me?
No, I want to go.
Okay.
Just in
Case
case you
you
have my
steal
other
it.
one.
In case you steal it. I know I was thinking that.
Well,
too.
sorry, that would still negate it for you either way.
Correct, but at least I get to present.
That's
one.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. So, anyways, endangered. Right? The
Oh
new
yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So they're
I-
gonna come out with the what?
I was just gonna say I don't know what endangered is. I saw this and I heard you guys talk about it.
So-
I don't know what endangered is.
So Endangered is a co-op game
Mhm.
where you work as what the World Wildlife
Well, you
Federation.
get to choose. There's like a bunch of different roles, right? And then everybody has 3 dice, and then each role has special abilities, right? Whether you're the zoologist or if you're the philanthropist or whatever you are, and you have a specific abilities for that. And then you've got, your animals on the board, and there's something's happening. It's deforestation, pollution in the water, stuff like that. And then you take your turn. You can move stuff. You place your dice on the action cards that are put out.
That's right.
And then you want to get your mating pairs to mate, obviously, so you can produce more of the animals. And then disasters and impacts will happen that will either help or hinder you. And then you have a voting line of like countries, right? Like Canada, Mexico, and you give them influence. Plus, they'll have like certain things. Like one of them was like, oh, if you have 6 animals in danger plus 2 influence on this card, then they'll vote in favor. Once you can, and then there's 2 years that you toward the end of the game where that they will vote, and if you have 4 yes votes, then you win. If you
Yeah,
don't
you're
get the
trying
4
to get them
you're trying to persuade them to pass laws basically to protect.
And this is
these
difficult?
creatures. Yes.
Yes.
This sounds really good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
yeah.
difficult.
And you,
It's really
Exactly.
good.
Yes.
That's why I
And-
asked, is it difficult?
Yeah.
And the neat thing is the money, a lot of the money from the game,
Yeah.
when you buy the
Oh.
game, actually
Goes
goes
to help
Cool.
those-
to
those,
help endangered species, those
yeah,
specific
which I really,
organizations,
really like that. Yeah,
which
like,
is amazing.
it is cool. They actually have a specific pledge for zoos and retailers, in which a lot of your money will go toward. You get like you get like bonus copies that they'll help you give, so you can like put them out for people to play.
Sure.
Yep.
And then it'll help fund some of
Well,
those.
thanks
things.
for explaining it to me and people who don't know. But what does the expansion add?
Now the expansion adds jaguars, sea turtles, polar bears. There was something else too. And then they add new role. There's about once this goes out, it can be less than a week left to get down there and back it.
Sure.
It's already funded.
Sure.
They have a you can do $45 for just the expansion, or they do $99 where you can get the core game,
Get everything
and the
with
expansion. But yeah, that's what I got written down.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
Endangered. I was hoping
fun.
that somebody was going to talk about it because man, I'm a big fan of that game.
Yep.
So
cool.
What do you got?
Well made.
I'll have a copy of it next week.
I was
It's
wondering.
Grand Gamers Guild, I believe, is the company.
I think so.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you were going to talk about this, Tim, because this is such a cool idea. Board game design starter kit.
Nope.
Yeah, this was really cool. So this is
That's a game.
it's a board game related
It's a
thing.
kit. Okay, so
It's an actual kit.
Okay.
So board game design starter kit by Gabe Barrett. 18 days left funded. It goes from $35 to $65, depending on if you want more pieces and stuff like that.
Are you saying we need this?
No, I'm saying this is really cool. The
I
thing
mean,
is,
we
the,
might need
the
it.
game that I'm currently working on doesn't need a lot of this stuff.
Okay.
Right.
But I'm really thinking about for your worker placement game that you're
Right.
thinking about working on. This is incredible.
Okay.
So what this comes with is 100 cards and sleeves, like blank cards and sleeves, 12 dice, like normal dice that are color coded, like a red, blue, and stuff like that. 5 blank dice, and there will be dice stickers as well if you want to draw
something
stuff
on
and
there.
put that
Sure.
on there. 12 large cubes, and then 40 normal cubes. I assume the normal ones are like pandemic.
Yeah, probably just
style.
little cubes, either plastic or wood.
I believe they're wood. 20 meeples and 4 large meeples, which those
Okay.
things are
Give
all
your
incredible
grande-
for
grande
yours. Yeah.
workers.
12 discs, 5 dry erase markers, 1 ruler, and the ruler has a bunch of like a stencil type shapes cut into it so that you
Okay.
can like draw a hex map by
Oh.
using the
Yeah,
ruler
okay.
and stuff. It has a
Huh.
bunch of shapes and stuff in it.
That's interesting.
And then double-sided, pretty nice sized dry and wet erase board. The dice stickers I already mentioned, a bunch of plastic bags, a bunch of token sheets that like pop out tokens of like lightning bolts, hearts, stuff like
Okay,
that,
sure.
Okay.
and a booklet that is like a how to design your first game, how to all this stuff.
Nice.
Tips
There-
and tricks.
And then there's an advanced thing you can add on to that turns a lot of the tokens into 3D pieces, like the lightning bolts and the hearts and stuff like that. It adds more meeples, more dice,
Okay.
more discs.
Right on.
This thing looks incredible. Just such an awesome
Sure.
idea. For especially the the $35 to get everything I just named before the
Yeah.
expansion
Yeah,
thing.
that's
it
not bad.
seems really
That's
awesome.
really, yeah,
right?
that's good.
So yeah, I'm thinking about it just for future reference.
Well, we got a couple of pots cooking,
yeah,
so-
exactly. So I'm trying to think of how much would this help our current things, because
Right.
it will help in the future. But
I think
right
it would
now,
help one of them.
Sure, sure.
Oh, we're so mysterious.
Yeah, but yeah, no board game.
On
On to you, Tim. Board game design starter kit. Looks really cool. Awesome idea. Thanks, Gabe.
My next one looks crazy. I wish I could back it, but I don't think I can.
Oh.
Have you looked at Core Clash yet?
Oh, you know what? No, I looked at that like a week ago, like before it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was out yet.
Oh my gosh, it's out. It looks amazing. So it is 2 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes. It is like dice strategy, team skirmish. You've got big mech minis, like think GKR.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you're going to do is you roll like action dice, you assign them. And then you've got like hit dice. And so as you're working either as a team, against other player, or you're controlling a bunch of units yourself, it's like a tactical combat,
Okay.
like on a board. And then your mechs all have different abilities, and like different weapons and can do different things. I don't know what you do with them, but there's like magnetic bases and magnetic dice and things like that you can do.
I like the magnet things.
So I mean, it ranges from like $115 is the core box and stretch goals,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up to $368 for everything.
Holy cow.
But I think the core box even comes with 3D terrain for the tiles.
Nice.
So
Oh,
you got
wow.
like buildings and like
Yeah.
mountains and things like that, like
Cool.
big old rock looking things. Looks amazing.
Yeah, this is very
Core
Tim.
Clash.
Looks amazing. And then like the die have like iridescent pips, and things like that. So it's very me. Yes.
Yeah, no, very Tim.
It is very me. It looks so cool. Yeah, we're not talking to you. It looks so cool. So cool.
Once
Do
a
you
week.
guys have any other ones? Because I
Well-
got one that I was going to mention real
Well,
quick.
I was going to talk about one, but I don't know if it's the same one. What were we going to talk about?
Redline?
Yep, that's what I was going to talk about.
Okay,
So we're
I
still,
backed it.
We're still excited for Redline.
I backed it
Did you?
today. Yeah.
Very
Cool.
nice.
I backed it.
That was
'cause-
one you talked about last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like halfway through the campaign. They're
Mhm.
like 61% funded. So I'm hoping that they can get over the hump.
Yeah.
Because the goal is not super high, and he got to like 50% relatively quickly,
Mhm.
and then like a lot of them, right? They either fund right away or they
Right,
kind of like
stall out.
they stall out. But it doesn't mean that it won't happen.
Right.
Of course.
So really
That's the thing
hoping he
about Kickstarters,
gets
you don't pay unless it funds.
right. So really hoping he gets that last second push. So I like that was one of the main reasons why I backed it just today instead of waiting to the last day. Is
Oh,
because
so normally I get a notification when you back stuff.
I must have hidden it.
It's
Are you
stalking
friends on
yeah.
Kickstarter or something?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
I
share.
didn't know you could do that. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep. It's just that you've kickstarted two
Yeah.
things ever.
Shut up.
Yeah. What's funny is like sometimes I'll go on spurts. I'll back like 2 or 3 things. And
Right.
I'll get a message from Tom Ling. Will be like, "Okay, Mr. Moneybags."
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shut up! I backed it at $1. I'm gonna
yeah, right.
late pledge later.
Whatever. Not all of us can afford fancy golf hats. Tim,
Listen
okay?
here, buddy. It's not that fancy.
That's it. That's all I have to say.
But Redline, I'm still pulling for
Yeah, no.
Redline.
Yeah, it looks
Redline's-
neat. After you talked about it, I went on there and looked at it. It does
yeah, I
look
just
Yeah.
keep
cool.
watching. They keep releasing more art for it. It's
Yeah,
just
there's a
so
ton of there's going to
cool.
be a ton of stuff for it, and should that fund, I think it's going to be a very solid, very good game. So
Yeah.
fingers
Excellent.
crossed.
Right.
Fingers crossed. Is that all the Kickstarters then?
Kickstarter, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, Sniper Elite should clearly win, and it can't. So that's,
I know that's the
that's
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Thing.
I love it.
Love to
Core
coordinate
Clash.
a little better.
Yeah, good point.
Core Clash, guys. Core Clash. It looks amazing.
See, here's the problem with Core Clash, though.
It's too expensive.
No, it's all about minis, and sometimes you can have games with good components that aren't
Oh,
specifically.
Mr. Segway.
miniatures.
Mr. Segway, right into our top 5 games this week with amazing components, but without miniatures. Don't forget to check out our friends, the Board Game Mechanics. They have a pretty okay podcast
They do.
and YouTube channel. We like to.
Yeah, keep an eye on our channel coming up with the board game roulette
Oh, yeah.
coming down.
We got Board Game Roulette coming up.
Yep,
So we're gonna add one more game. The first fan choice.
has been picked.
Yeah, Orleans. So we've added that.
Mean Orleans.
Yep,
No.
that one. And then, so yeah, we're gonna get that coming real soon.
Yep.
We've got more reviews. We are starting to now get some preview copies of stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some inside scoop on some Kickstarters. So, and also if you're looking for somebody to do some videos for you guys,
Yeah. We play prototype copies, do reviews.
Yes.
and-
yes, send us a game. We'll
Yeah,
review it. Just
we'll
reach
check it
out to
out.
us. Just reach out to us. We're easy. We're friendly,
mostly.
mostly, and some of us are smart.
Yeah.
Not really.
Who's being left out of that this time?
None of us.
None of
Okay.
us.
None of us
Got
are
it.
smart. We're all included.
I don't know. Mom
Whatever.
always told me I was too smart for my own good.
Yeah, that's probably
So,
true.
Okay.
Just smart enough.
Just smart enough
Sure.
to get me in trouble.
You got anything else, Dan?
Anything else?
Game Talk Network
Game Talk
on
Network.
Facebook.
Find us on the Game Talk Network.
Yep.
That's probably right now the best place to reach us. But you could also, we do hang out and have a very strong presence on the Meeple Game
Yep.
Society.
We share a
Facebook
lot of our
page.
videos to that.
Yep.
And don't be afraid to share our videos to your own timeline.
Of course.
Please do
Yeah.
like, subscribe. We need the thumbs up. We
Yeah,
like
hit
the
the bell.
Yep.
ding.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit my face.
Ring the ding.
It's over one of these sides. I don't know.
It's always top left.
Oh, Dan knows. There you go.
Up there.
Ring that bell.
But anyways, I've been Tim.
I've been Bob.
I'm in Dan.
This is Board Game Rundown. Thanks for watching.
Okay, weaklings. This is why the most hardcore game with components is Candyland.
Oh, God.
I didn't even think of that one.
I'm out.
Ugh.
I quit.
I'm done.
I'm done. The show's ruined.
Thanks for checking out the Board Game Rundown. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share our videos on social media and spread the word. We publish new content weekly, including reviews, unboxing, and Let's Plays. And as always, thanks for watching.